Reverend Maxwell Kapachawo is my name, and want to thank you so much for giving me an audience once again. As we are looking forward on 4th of February, as we'll be celebrating World Cancer Day. And the theme for this year being closing the care gap. Brilliant theme, but how much do we understand about this thing? What are we saying when we say closing the care gap? How many of us today have as much information or idea what cancer is and what cancer is not? But realistically in our communities, people have succumbed to cancer. People are struggling with cancer issues. People don't have enough understanding around cancer, whereby we end up even going back to those times of HIV where we said this is witchcraft, this is this, yet cancer is real, cancer is with us. How many of us do we understand first and foremost how cancer develops in one system? How many of us understand what is it that want to be said has been diagnosed with cancer? Do we understand these things? And once diagnosed with cancer, what are the issues, what are the steps, what needs to be done? So Zimbabwe is a country joining the rest of the global village, celebrating this day. On the back of my mind, I always get pained. I'm pained so much. Yes, there are so many names that we can give to these cancer issues, but at the same time, the majority of us, we are seeing ourselves in this situation, only being told it's too late for any meaningful treatment. If that was known sometime back, like when? How do I go about it, even to be tested for cancer? Where do I go? How much am I supposed to pay? Where are the centers that can do these things? So is this message coming out to that one? Mpino adonako. Anozinzwisere munhu. Kuri kushikigere, so kuri kushikigere. Vangani vedu zvinhu paiko zvine zvaronzwisa kuti musi wa4 kukadzi. Tine zuva rakadai ratinopemberera. Yet we are supposed to be talking about cancer day in and day out, because cancer really is with us. It is so painful that most people who are living with HIV, just like Maxwell here, living with HIV, we are so much in danger of these cancer issues. We are very good candidates for cancer. How many people live with HIV who have become so much empowered to understand issues around cancer? If you ask somebody today, and we see these things like around this time of commemoration, this time of celebration, but what is it that we are celebrating? What gap are we supposed to close? What gap are we supposed to work around? The care gap. And where is the care? Because many in our numbers, we are dying without that care. Many in our numbers, we are dying at home. Many in our numbers, we are dying being taken care of by our relatives who don't even have enough knowledge again of how they can deal with me once I am said to be down with cancer. Help me to help others. We need information. Information is power. How it was done around HIV that time, we died because we did not have information, not because HIV would kill. But that lack of information is a killer, it's bad on itself. This is one advantage that cancer issues today are taking advantage. People, we don't have information. Where are the people with information? How is the information going to cascade to the grassroots? How is that going to be done? How many people, even in the private sector, people in the public sector, people in our communities, How many are willing to go out there and say, we have a problem, cancer is with us, what can we do as a community? What can we do as faith communities? What can we do as education communities? What can we do as the private sector? Why should we continue only relying and waiting for such a day, yet these things are supposed to be done each and every day? How many jingles do we hear even on our radios, even on our television? How many jingles do we hear even giving awareness about cancer? These are people's lives. We just need to ask ourselves. Very soon, those people, we talk to them as cancer patients. No, they are just like me. They're just like you. Why do we classify them today as cancer patients? Yet some of these things, medically, they will tell us, if it has been known, if it has been diagnosed a bit earlier, it's reversible, it's manageable, it's treatable. But how early is early and where? How many centers, public centers today, where somebody like me, Maxwell, can just walk in and ask for information or get help around cancer issues? How many centers do we have in our country? How many people are knowledgeable about these centers? Where to go and what to do when they are told that they have this condition, when they are told they are in this situation? I have friends today who are down with prostate cancer. And medically they tell you, once you are above 40 years, you are prone to prostate cancer. And they will tell you, we can beat prostate cancer not by surgery, as long as it can be detected early. School me here. Maybe it is me who does not have information. As much as I've tried to look around, how many health centers are doing free prostate cancer screening? We have heard of breast cancer screening, we have heard of cervical cancer screening, we have heard of this. How many centers, how many networks, how many institutions, unless if they say, we can help you, we can test you, we can help you, but you pay. And how many of us are in that position? But honestly, prostate is with us. And as we celebrate World Cancer Day, remember, men, we are prone to this cancer. It is not good for one to end up having a surgery, having up an operation. It's not good for one who's on a catheter. Honestly, on something that is manageable. As we close the gap, the care gap, let that care be care with a meaning. We said in HIV, let's care for the caregivers. This time again, we are called to care as our brothers and sisters succumb to cancer. How many have got the resources even to go for these treatments? By definition, it's beyond the reach of. I can't afford. So end up is the privilege of those. But the majority, we wallop and we die, we become statistics. This year we have lost. So no, we are people, we are not statistics. Help us before this cancer take advantage of us. God bless you so much.